Politically extinct. Oh my goodness. So I made a video a while back talking about how black people will become extinct in the next 5 years, politically speaking. That in a nutshell, we will be finito, be game over. And sure enough, as a coincidence as it may be, Kamala Harris put out this picture talking about underserved businesses and minority businesses and how she's looking to help them. In the picture, there was one distinct factor that was missing, one distinct demographic that was missing, that everyone in the picture could either pass as white or was white or identifies as white. And that is, there were no black people, okay? One group, Dr. Claude Anderson, Henry Clark Welsing, all these individuals who came before, the people you have in front of you, have already said this, that the only group of people who cannot blend in are black people. You have white Hispanics, right, who identify, majority of them identify as white. You have Asians who, many of them can either pass as white or they, as far as are adjacent to white people. The only group who cannot do that are black people. I've broken this down. I don't know what else to say, but you have two parties. You have a Democrat party, you have a Republican party. As Malcolm X said, you have the wolf in the fox. At the end of the day, you have a party that will tolerate you, the Democrats, and you have a party that is repulsed by you, the Republicans. That is it. That is all you have. And when you look at going forward, when people are talking about, hey, I'm not voting, hey, I'm not going to vote, or I'm going to vote Republican, you then have to understand that as a party who is tolerating you, if they no longer can count on your vote, as we've seen thus far, what has been happening? An influx of immigration. If you look at the data behind immigration and where they vote, it is overwhelmingly Democrat. So it is getting to the point where they will be insulated from any type of black recourse. That's what will happen. Whereas like, hey, you don't vote, they won't notice. I want to say that one more time. Where you don't vote, they won't notice. And sure enough, just like that, you'll become irrelevant. As Dr. Claude Anderson says, you will become a permanent underclass, which is honestly what has happened right now. I just believe that there can be a change in the direction we're going. Even though that seems to be the destination, that does not have to be it. There can be a detour. We can detour off of this path. But it seems the problems are that we have people within the community, outside the community, we have issues that no one is addressing. And it perplexes me. Not everyone, and I know this may offend some people, and I don't care, but not everyone can be an entertainer. I'm sorry, it is what it is. Everyone can't be on YouTube. Everyone can't be an actor. Everyone can't be an NFL player, an NBA player. Everyone can't do that. Everyone has their role to play. But what has happened is that you have people who have had the ear of the black community who are leading them astray. I'm sorry, I don't need another movie. I don't need another library. I don't need another book. That is not what the community needs at all. And it's crazy to me because it seems everyone wants to talk about this book. And I'm starting to believe that no one's actually read it. That's what I'm starting to believe. I'm starting to believe that, you know what? No one's actually read this book. This book came out in 1994, fam. 1994. Everything that we're dealing with right now is in this book. As far as how to build, what should happen, the plan of attack, it's all in this book. Now, I understand I may be late to the party, but I'm also not an idiot, okay? I also don't like to repeat myself. I also don't like other people repeating themselves if I got it the first time. Everything is in this book, everything. And yet we still have people talking about, hey, I'm gonna do another movie. We still have people talking about, hey, I'm going to write another book. We still have people talking about, hey, I'm doing another program. That is not what needs to be done. None of that is going to help or empower black people. I don't care how much you like that person, what they say, how well they say it. how nice they articulate their ideas, how much you feel like they're fam. I understand they may call you fam, you call them unk, whatever it is. I don't care. None of that is going to better or empower us as a group. None of that is in this book. None of it. All they are scam artists and hustlers. That is what they are. And I don't know what to tell you, but it's slowly starting to move away from the group to the individual. And the moment that happens, you're not going to like that. Because I don't know if you've ever been in a situation where, hey, you may have money, but you are the only person who looks like you in that neighborhood. And you have to behave a little differently so that you don't cause as far as the hostility of those individuals around you who have a different belief about who you are. Because they have to understand, you have to prove to them that you're one of the good ones. Now, if you want that feeling to be permanent around this country, anywhere you go, we can keep going this direction because that's where we're heading to. That's where we're heading to. And that's where politically black people are at the moment. Where if you want to make it in politics, you have to prove to those in power, as he talks about, hey, I'm one of the good ones. That is not that. I'm sorry. That's not how I want to end, bro. That is not the world I want to be around. That's not the world I want to grow up. That's not the world I would think you want to raise your family in. When it comes to change, we have got to organize. As I said, I don't think anyone's read this book. I don't know anybody who's actually shown you a copy of the book. I don't think so, much less as far as markings in the book. Because like I said, I don't think people have actually read this. I think everyone's virtue signaling. That's what it seems to be. Y'all mofos are BSing. Y'all keep talking about Henry Clark, Welsing and everything, but nobody's actually putting in action. And here's the thing, when it comes to organizing, we definitely can organize. I'm sorry, if we can organize charters with BLM, then you want to tell me those same charters can't be as far as organizations or businesses, as far as for our communities to uplift them and empower them, to teach them and to grow them, to mentor our youth? Is that what you want to tell me? You tell me they can do charters all over the world about, Black Lives Matter and all this, but we can't have those same charters or charters of our own organized to benefit the community? I don't believe that. I don't believe that to be true. Because I'm seeing that you can do it in this regard, then we can surely do it in another regard. 100%. He talks about as far as vertical integration when it comes to businesses. You worried about an education, and education is great, but you shouldn't be educating yourself in order to be an employee. You should be educating yourself to build a business. That's what you have to understand. And when it comes to the minority, you have to understand when it comes to the hustle. Democrats, they have managed to use as far as the Constitution, the same way Republicans have, to benefit everyone else. 14th Amendment was for us. You look at the 13th Amendment. What happens? Hey, no slavery except if you commit a crime. What magically happens with the prison systems? Who are they magically happen to be filled with? Because once it's been established, right? Once there's precedents that's been set as how a law is interpreted, then you're going to have an uphill battle fighting that. You're going to have that uphill battle. So once they establish, hey, 14th Amendment is for everybody, then it's game over. Once they establish, hey, well, that's racist to have to give money to a black-owned business. That's racism. And that's what they're saying right now. Do you understand? There's people who are complaining about that picture, talking about, I guess it's racism against whites. So you have to understand there's dynamics going on. A whole bunch of dynamics and optics that are going on that many don't seem to be privy to. The information's out there. It just seems no one's putting into action. The people who have the biggest audiences, their ear to the community, aren't doing what is said to be done for our empowerment. And this hasn't happened for decades. This book was out in 1994. I've yet to see any political leader, any as far as a leader of the community, and then you have people who are saying, I'm not even a leader. You afraid to be a leader? Then shut everything you say down. Shut everything you do down. Make it make sense. It doesn't make any sense to me. But I'm just saying, like I said, extinction. That is what is coming. That is what is coming, whether you like it or not. Because one thing you have to understand is that Asians don't like you. Hispanics don't like you. Whites don't like you. Now you building beef with Africans who are coming over here. Tell me that's not an FBI, CIA movement. Okay, you can't tell me that. Now they don't like you, bro. You got no friends, you got no allies, and you can't build and organize within your own communities because you don't, first off, don't own the communities, and you're not thinking about owning the communities. But some of y'all got enough money to go to a Beyonce concert. Here's the thing. We should be boycotting Beyonce until Beyonce puts money, same thing with Jay-Z and him being a billionaire, puts money back into the community. There should be not one black person at these concerts. Not one. We are funding our downfall. That's what is happening. And they have brainwashed many black people due to their, as far as propaganda, the idiot box. So as I've said before, two options. You either have someone who is a Moses figure who actually has the ability to do what needs to be done and has an audience that will listen to him, that can spread and grow, or something extremely traumatic is going to have to happen to the community that forces that unity. People keep talking about unity of our ancestors and blah, 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 blah. There is a forced unity in many cases. You had to understand. There was no, well, I'm going to choose to buy black. No, in many cases, you couldn't buy anything else but black. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think. Whether or not believe Lewis, you don't know what you're talking about, okay? All right, these people mean well for the community, okay? They made this movie, they wrote this book, they done everything for the community. You need to understand that. You don't know what you're talking about. Or if you have to believe, since 1994, when this book came out, where are we as a group? You tell me, where are we as a group? Not an individual. I don't care how many millionaires, billionaires have come up, because that's what they'll say. Hey, I'm more of a symbolic symbol for black people to know that they can do it. And in the meantime, between time, they haven't done anything for the community. Nothing. You have that with Obama. You have that with Jay-Z, who even mirrored that talking point. Nothing. All these individuals that you love and you aspire to be, or you think they won, be one family, all that. What? How is that possible if we still in the same situation? Doesn't make any sense. Somebody's BSing. Somebody's playing games. Anyways, guys, that's the video. You're more than welcome to call in if you happen to disagree with the video during Friday to Sunday. That's when we have disagreement days. There'll be a number on screen. You call in, we duke it out. Either or, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to like, share, comment. Let me know what you guys think. Subscribe. All that fun stuff. Till next time, guys, be amazing. To benefit everyone else,